now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
What's going on, everybody, and thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking each and every one of you for coming back today and joining me here in the theater. For today's film, we're going to take a look at another Netflix original movie. This one was written by Rowan Joffe, based off of a book by Lawrence Osborne, and directed by Edward Berger. The movie debuted on Netflix on October 29th, 2025. Today's film is called Ballad of a Small Player, and it stars Colin Farrell, Fala Chen, and Tilda Swinton. And as our movie opens, Brendan Riley is a disgraced Irish financier posing as the aristocratic Lord Doyle, played by Colin Farrell. He lives in Macau after fleeing his financial crimes in the United Kingdom. An inveterate gambler, Riley floats between luxury hotels and opulent casinos, relying on his wealthy persona to stave off creditors as he grows increasingly dependent on alcohol, superstition, and the fleeting thrill of gambling. Riley's behavior begins to draw notice from casino employees and affluent regulars who regard him as Guelo, a white ghost. With mounting debts and dwindling funds, he continues to try his luck at the baccarat tables. There, Riley meets Dao Min, an enigmatic credit broker played by Fala Chen. Comforted by Riley after one of her despondent clients jumps to his death, a guilt-stricken Dao brings him to a temple on the water for the first night of the Ghost Festival, though she fears her own luck has run out. Riley believes his fortune can turn in both their favors. However, he wakes up alone with a number written on his hand. As his losing streak continues, Riley is tracked down by investigator Cynthia Blythe, played by Tilda Swinton, who gives him until the following day to pay back the funds he embezzled in his former life or be deported to stand trial. Unable to find Dao, he approaches fellow expatriate conman Adrian Lippett, played by Alex Jennings, for help only to realize that he is cooperating with Blythe and contemplates suicide. The increasingly desperate and delirious Riley dines at a restaurant he cannot afford as he anxiously waits out his deadline and is seemingly reunited with Dao as he suffers a heart attack. Riley awakens in a floating home on Llama Island where Dao nurses him back to health. Growing close as they confide their deepest regrets to each other, she suggests that they are kindred spirits. Left on his own, Riley realizes the number on his hand is the combination to Dao's locked shed, where he discovers sacks of money submerged underwater. Unable to stop himself, Riley takes the cash to the casinos and finds himself on an improbable winning streak. He pays off his hotel debts, but the supernatural nature of his success results in his banishment from all of Macau's casinos. So the ravenous Riley fears that he has become a hungry ghost. Convincing his hotel to let him place a final $8 million bet on a single hand of baccarat, Riley urges Blythe to take the money he owes her client to pursue her own new life. His game is unexpectedly joined by Lippett, who poses as an Italian prince to match his bet, but victory falls to Riley. Leaving Blythe with her repayment and a kiss, Riley departs with his winnings in search of Dao. Fellow gambler Grandma, played by Deanie IP, offers him a game with 100-to-1 odds, but he declines, and she reveals that Dao drowned herself on the first night of the festival. Realizing that his experiences with Dao were hallucinations, Riley leaves behind his lucky gloves and returns to the temple, burning all of his money as an offering. Standing at the water's edge amid the festival fireworks, his reflection appears to become Dao herself, as Riley remains haunted by her ghost as our movie comes to its close. During the credits, he and Blythe share a surreal dance in the hotel ballroom. This film is an honest case of filler content. Needed to movie a watch to wrap up the month, so I selected this one. I knew Colin Farrell and Tilda Swinton, but had never heard of any of the other cast members before in my life. And while I did enjoy the performances that Fala Chen and Deanie IP gave, I don't know if I'm going to rush out to see any of their other films. I'm fascinated by gambling and the mind of a gambler. You see, I used to go to Las Vegas for summer visits to my grandma's house long before I was old enough to gamble. So I never really developed a gambling addiction like some people do, like Riley did. I look at gambling like a night's entertainment. Take as much as you're willing to spend. Let's take a night at the movies, for example. Today is Saturday. 2 tickets in California to a 7 p.m. show tonight would be $12 a pop, just to get in the door. So that's $24. Large popcorn, 2-drink combo is $22.10. So you're now at $46.10. Probably going to eat dinner out before or after the movie. So let's factor in a $60 minimum to dinner. Brings your total up to $106.10. So let's now just round it to $100. I take $100 to the casino. I play craps, blackjack, slots, whatever I'm in the mood for that day. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But that money, the time that I played, that's my entertainment. Maybe it'll last longer than the movie. Maybe it'll last less time than the movie. But it's my entertainment. Now back to the movie. Was it entertaining? Yeah. Did it have dry spells? Yeah. In fact, I had to rewind the movie at one point because I was distracted with something else, thought I may have missed something. When I watched the scene back, I had honestly missed nothing. So I'm going to give this film 2.5 out of 5 stars, and I feel that's being generous. But tell me, what do you guys think of Ballad of a Small Player? Have you seen it? Do you want to see it? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that discourse, that interaction, that engagement that I'm always trying to get out of you, my loyal viewers. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment of some sort, as that does help to boost my visibility in YouTube's algorithms, and thereby will recommend my videos to other people who enjoy movie review content, may have never heard of the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. And until next time, when we return to the theater for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel, I have been your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking you all for joining me. Catch you guys next time.